I wanted to talk to you today about the star. Last couple of days I've had two tarot clients, and the star figured really as a key card and what I call the unlocking card. The card that gives them the advice to make a success of whatever it was they asked about. And although the star is classically about blessings, hope, wishes, actually I think the star is about success. And I think the star, it's a recipe for success. Whether that success is personal, financial, spiritual, creative, whether it's small or big, this card will show you how to achieve it. Firstly, it's called the star. It's not called the naked lady, even though she dominates the card. And traditionally the star here is considered to be the North Star or the Pole Star. And certainly in Britain, the North Star stays in the same position and all the other stars progress around it, which is why if you're navigating by the star, you need to find the North Star. And I think of this as being your wish, your hope, your goal. And what the star is saying is each morning, each night, wish upon your star. Each morning, each night, remind yourself of what your goal is. Write it down. Put it under your pillow. Put it in the front of your diary. Blue tack it to the kettle or the fridge. Whatever works for you. Every morning and every night, state your intention for this goal. It's really simple. Make it the focus. And then the lady in the star is pouring half of her water back into the water and half of her water onto the earth. And I see the water going back into the water as your inner journey. Whatever your goal or your desire is, how do you feel about it? How do you emotionally engage with it? Deep down, in the very depth of your unconscious, do you believe in this dream? Because I can tell you now that what you hold in your unconscious is what you will create in your life. So meditating, goal setting, positive affirmations, vision boards, all of those processes will help with this side of the journey. And the story I like to give students about how important this is my husband went for a job. He was utterly convinced he wouldn't get it. He was a maintenance man in a care home. Came home, threw some papers on the table, went upstairs moaning that it was a real waste of his time. When I looked at the papers, they were police check forms, and I thought, I don't give those out unless they've offered you the job. So I rang up the human resources, and yeah, he'd been offered the job, and he was so certain, if you like, the inner journey, the inner side of himself regarding this job was so completely empty that at some point they offered him the job and he accepted it and didn't even register it. So this is really important. However, this is only half the journey, because the other half of the water is being poured onto the earth. This is actually physically making the effort to make your dreams come true. I've come across a lot of holistic therapists. They've got a beautiful client room, they meditate, they do lots of positive affirmations and positive work, but they don't have the clients because they don't go out there and advertise, network, blog, have business cards, tell people what they do. On the other hand, lots of people are out there advertising their holistic therapy, selling marketing, but deep down they don't believe in what they're doing. You've got to have the two. There's not one better or one worse. You've got to have the two. You've got to have the self-belief and the emotional connection to your dream, wish, goal, desire, hope. And I'm afraid you have to get up and get on with the work as well. Some people will tell you the way to succeed is positive affirmations, what you expect is what you'll get, all of those things. That's only half the story. Some people will tell you you've got to work really hard to be successful. That's only half the story. It's doing the two together that matters, and you've got to have that real connection to your end outcome. Whether it's a holiday, moving house, financially secure, relationship, whether it's painting your dining room or moving to Malta, doesn't matter. So in actual fact, it's the three things. Identify your wish, work on an inner journey to release blocks, emotionally engage, vision board, set your intentions. But I'm afraid, as they say, God moves mountains, but you better bring a shovel.